Graphing system of inequalities. In this video, we're going to learn how to graph inequality and a system of inequalities. So first, let's define what do we mean inequality. Inequality is an expression that doesn't have an equal sign. It could have less than, greater than, less than or equal, greater than, equal. So first, we're going to draw the boundary line ax plus by equals c. And if my equality doesn't have an equal sign, so this line should be dash. Otherwise, if it has an equal sign in the symbol, the boundary line should be solid. So to graph an inequality, we need to rearrange y on the left and everything else on the right. Keep in mind the boundary line should be solid if my symbol include an equal sign. Otherwise, it should be dashed if my symbol doesn't include an equal sign. And then we're gonna shade above if we have greater than, and below the line if we have less than. So we're gonna start with our first example. So we need to rearrange y on the left and everything else on the right. So we're gonna start by adding x to both sides, divide all terms by 2. So we got y less than or equal x over 2 plus 3. We're going to start by drawing the line y equal x over 2 plus 3. So it has a y-intercept of 3. And we're going to use the slope to find another point. So the slope is half. So that's 1 up, 2 to the right. And this is my line. And keep in mind, my line is solid because we have equal sign in my inequality. Now we're going to shade the area below because y is less than or equal to, and this is the solution to the first inequality. Another example. So first we're going to start by rearranging y on one side and everything else on the other side. So we're going to subtract 2 on both sides, and we're going to multiply every term by 2. So we have y greater than 2x minus 4. First we're going to draw the borderline y equal to x minus 4, and this one should be dashed. So the y-intercept is -4, and we're going to use the slope to find another point. The slope is 2. So that's 2 over 1. So the rise is 2 and the run is 1. And this line should be dashed. Now, because we have greater, we're going to shade above the line. And this is the solution to our second example. Now, first we're going to start by drawing x equals 6, and that's a solid line. And with vertical lines, if we have less than or equal, we shade to the left. Otherwise, if we have greater or equal, we shade to the right. Now, we need to graph y greater than -2. So we're going to start with y equal -2, and this one should be dashed. And because we have greater, we're going to color above the line. Now this is equation of a circle. Keep in mind the standard equation of a circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equal r squared. So having said that, the center here is 2, -3, because this is my h, this is my k, and the radius is 2. So first we're going to start by graphing the circle, and the circle should be drawn with a solid line. So the center is 2, -3, and the radius is 2. Now, because we have less than, or equal, we're gonna shade inside the circle. Now we're starting with the system. So first we're gonna graph x plus y less than or equal than 6. So we have y less than or equal than -x plus 6. And this line, y equal -x plus 6, should be solid. So the y-intercept is 6. And the slope is -1. And this line should be solid. Now keep in mind, we're shading below the line for this one. Now we're gonna graph the other one. So first, we're gonna draw the line y equal 2x minus 4, and this one should be dashed. So the y-intercept is -4, and the slope is 2. And this one should be dashed. And keep in mind, we're coloring below the line for this one. So where the two colors overlap, this is the solution to my system. So another example. So first we're gonna start by graphing y less than -3x plus 2. So we're gonna graph y equal -3x plus 2, and this one should be dashed. So the y-intercept is 2, and the slope is -3. And we're gonna color below the line because we have less than. And we're gonna color below the line because we have less than. Now we have another inequality. So we're going to start by graphing y equal 2x minus 4. And this one should be solid. So the y-intercept is -4 and the slope is 2. And this one should be solid. And for this one, we're going to color above the line. And where the two colors overlap, this is my solution region. Another example. Notice we need to rearrange the second one. So the second one will become y greater than x plus 2. So we have one inequality, we need to rearrange y, and it was the second one. Now y greater than -x plus 4. So first we're gonna graph y equal -x plus 4. So the y-intercept is 4 and the slope is -1. And this line should be dashed. And keep in mind we're coloring above the line because we have greater. Now the second line is y equal x plus 2. So the y-intercept is 2 and the slope is also 1. And also this line should be dashed. And again we're coloring above because we have greater. Now the solution region is where the two colors overlap. And this one here is my solution region. Now x greater or equal than -2. So x equal -2, this is a solid line that passes through -2. So this one here is x equal -2. And because we have greater, we're going to shade the area to the right. Now x less than 3, that's a dotted line that passed through 3. And because we have less than, we're going to shade to the left. Therefore, this one here in the middle is the solution region. So keep in mind, here we shaded to the right, and this one here to the left. Now, y greater or equal than x squared plus 4. This is a parabola, so y equal x squared plus 4. That's a parabola shifted vertically up by 4 units. And this one should be solid. And keep in mind, after rearranging the second one, it will become y less than x minus 6. Now this one here, again, this one here is y equal x squared, shifted up vertically by 4 units. And because we have greater or equal, for a parabola, we're going to color inside. Now the second one, we have y equal x minus 6. And this one should be dashed. And because we have less than, we're going to shade under. So in this case, no solution exists. Now keep in mind also we can graph using TI84. So first you need to click on application. And then click on inequality. So you're changing your calculator to an inequality grapher. Enter. And then we're going to go to Y. And anytime we need to change the symbol, we're going to click alpha and one of these buttons on top to change a sign. And then graph.